Today, you will be completing a challenge called 4 fours. Before we get started, let's warm up with a simple math problem. Think of any math problem that equals 10. Discuss what you came up with. Now, I bet you came up with all sorts of different problems. Some of you might have come up with addition problems, like 6 plus 4 or 9 plus 1, while others of you might have used subtraction and made a problem like 11 minus 1. Some of you may have chose multiplication, such as 5 times 2, while others might have gone with a division problem, like 20 divided by 2. The possibilities can go on and on. Today's 4's 4 challenge will be similar. Before we can get started, you will need to gather your materials. When you have all of your materials, click Continue. Next, form a group. Your teacher will let you know how to do this. Now that you're in a group, it's time to learn the rules of the challenge. Well, in the warm-up, we came up with math problems that equaled 10. Your challenge is to come up with math problems that equal every number between 1 and 20. The only difference is that now there are certain rules. Each math problem can only use 4 fours, like these ones. Also, you must use all 4 fours each time. You cannot come up with a problem that only uses 1 or 2 fours. You must use all of them. Lastly, you can use any math operation that you would like. Before moving on, let's stop for a minute and discuss. What type of math operations can you think of? I'll get you started. You can use addition, subtraction. What else? So using 4 fours and all of the math operations you just thought of, you need to find all of the numbers between 1 and 20. Let's start with an example. You might decide to do 4 divided by 4 plus 4 plus 4. Well, when you solve that, what do you get? Well, you should have gotten that 4 divided by 4 is 1, 1 plus 4 is 5, and 5 plus 4 is 9. The answer is 9. So then what you need to do is go to the 9 box on your worksheet and write in the problem that you came up with. 4 divided by 4 plus 4 plus 4. One note. You may be tempted to do something like 4 plus 4 plus 4 to arrive at an answer of 12. But that doesn't count. You only used 3 fours. 1, 2, 3. The challenge is you must use all 4 fours each time, so this problem would be no good. Our last step is to go over the materials. On your blank piece of paper is where you should put your work. This is where you should find problems that work. Only once you have found a problem should you move over to your answer sheet and put your final answer there. Now would be a good time to ask any last questions you have before we begin. Alrighty, now it's your turn. Work hard, be creative, and see how many numbers you can find. Now that you've had a chance to work for a while, it's time to discuss how this went and to learn from how your classmates did. Which numbers were easiest to find? Why do you think they were easy to find? Discuss. Which numbers were hardest to find? Why do you think they are hard to find? Discuss. What strategies did you use to find numbers? How did you work with your team? Discuss. Do you think it's possible to find any number using 4 fours? Why or why not?